Hi Flosstube, my name is Jennifer, the Calculated Stitcher. Welcome to my channel. Today is March 17th, 2024. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. I forgot to wear green today to church, so that was not good. We had one lady, she was the cutest thing. She had a big green hat on and her whole, did I say a green hat? Green skirt. She just was so cute today at church. So, it's been a while since I videoed. I never look back and see how long, but I know it's been a while. I always have plans of doing it like every couple of weeks. People who can do it every week, look, my hair is like sticking up. I'm very impressed because I make plans, you know, the saying, you know, you make plans and God laughs, that kind of things. That's what happens to me. My dad used to say, you know, Custer had a plan, Jennifer. But I'm a big planner. I like to have everything planned to the minute. So, and it never seems to come to fruition. So that's okay. It's all right. Other things get in the way. And, but I'm here now. And one day I will be able to video more regularly, maybe. This last week was spring break for us. And so we had our grandson for like 6 days. So it was great. Not a lot of stitching got done, of course, but a lot of playing. In fact, it was Pie Day over this last week on March 14th. If anybody doesn't know, pi, which is the number of diameters in the circumference of a circle, 3.14159. Anyway, so March 14th is 314. So the nerdy math people have Pie Day. And so I made pie-shaped pancakes for my grandson. So, and we discussed what pi meant in math, and of course he's only 4. He's like, no, okay. He just, you know, humors his grandmother, which is fine. I don't have a whole lot for you. I really have not had a whole lot of time to stitch. I have done stitching, and it's been a while, so, but school in the spring is always crazy. I guess for 3 or 4 days, I was the female chaperone for the state team tennis. My husband coaches tennis at our high school. And so we took them to Waco, and they played so hard and so well. And they won the 3A and under state team tennis. No, is it 2A and under? Doesn't matter. Yeah, 2A and under. State team tennis. So that was very exciting. They won the gold. And then in May, I'll be the female chaperone again when they go play individual tennis. So hopefully we'll have some more that go back to state again. So that'll be exciting. So also, I have a trip coming up to Ohio. I am very, very excited about. I get to go to a workshop that has Nicola Parkman coming. So that's on my bucket list. I've always wanted to attend one of her workshops. So very excited. I get to see my friend Liz. I don't think she's going to the workshop, but we have plans to spend all my free time then doing fun stuff. I think we're going to get to meet up with a couple of other people while I'm there. I'm very excited. Candy, the 614 Stitcher, I think I'm going to actually finally get to meet her. Very excited. I get to meet Ellen Chester. She'll be there at the workshop. I think she actually is helping put it on, so I'm sure she's going to be busy. But and then I'm going to sit with Grace, the Paisley Stitcher. If you've never watched her and you like samplers, oh my gosh. So I think she only has 9 videos up, but when I watched video number 8, I had a list about this long of new samplers I needed to order. And my friend Liz, I had this mantra that Liz told me, Jennifer, you don't have to have everything. So whenever I start getting that, oh, I need to order that because someone just showed it, I always tell myself, Jennifer, you don't need everything. So, and I'm doing a great job paring down all my stuff. Thank y'all also for people who have ordered from my Etsy shop. I really do appreciate it. I've destashed a lot of charts and fabric like linen, and wool and quilting cotton, all sorts of things. So, but if you walked into my house, you wouldn't believe I had gotten rid of anything. And I have an old wooden filing cabinet, and it has 4 drawers, and in one drawer are the actual files that I keep, like bills and house stuff and whatever, all the documents you need in your life, taxes. But then I have 3 full drawers of kitted items. And then I have a wardrobe that has 4 shelves. And those are supposed to be for my whips. Well, my kitted things, I have so many that they're spilling into my whip thing. Now my whips are all over the place. So I've decided I just need to go ahead. I'm telling myself, by the end of the month, that all of my kitted projects have to fit into that filing cabinet. And so either I better get things started, or I'm going to have to start destashing more stuff, which is probably what I'll do. I feel very light, and I honestly have not bought much at all in the way of cross-stitch charts. Now, I did order market stuff. The last couple of markets, I didn't have a whole lot that I was like, oh, I really have to have that. I have to. For some reason this year, market just was like, whoa. And so I do have a few things that are being shipped to me at some point, probably this week. And I'll show them to you. And I still have more. So I spread the wealth. So I have some that I need to send to Wendy, because I know she doesn't attend market, so she gets hers a little later. And so some of them I gave to keepsakes, because I knew Stephanie was going. And so I had them pick up some stuff. Now I haven't gotten it back yet. So I only have 1 chart in my in my haul. Very proud of me. I'm very, very proud of me. Now, I haven't gotten my market stuff. So, but other than that, I've been very good. Anyway, I'm just rambling. So let's get started. I'm assuming that I have a basket that I keep my things that I want to be sure to talk about on my next video. And this was in there. So I'm assuming I have not shown you this finish. But this was a finish I had. If I have shown it to you, I'm very sorry. I don't go back and look at my old videos, so I don't know. This is the Arc by Lottie Da. And I just love this one so, so much. It's so cute. I feel like I've shown it, but maybe not. This one I stitched with Gentle Art Straw Bonnet and Silken Colors Ink Black. And it's on Picture This Plus Brash, 40 count. And here it is. I feel like I think I did show this. Oh, fiddlesticks. But that's okay. I'll show it again. I have not decided how to finish it. I do have a few things that I will be taking with me to Ohio, because one of Liz's friends is a finisher, and I'm going to see if she will maybe finish some things for me. And I'll let you know about that if it happens. I also have 2 cross-stitch finishes that I've already shown on this channel. Like I have another channel. 2 finishes that I've shown previously that I have picked up the frame. And I'm pretty sure in my last video I showed you one of those frames. But then the other one, when I went to pick them up at the same time, they had done it in like white or something. And I'm like, no, this is not right. So they redid it. So I did pick that one up. So hopefully by my next floss tube, I'll have them framed. I was hoping to have them done today. Just haven't had time. So, okay. Now what do I want to do next? Well, let me talk about some quilting whips. No. I'm going to do cross stitch. Stick with cross stitch, Jennifer. That was a finish. Okay, cross stitch whips. So the first one is going to be Let Love Rain. And this may be a start since my last video. If it's not, I had only started at like just a tiny bit, if not. This is Teresa Kogut. And, well, that's not a very good picture because you can't see the whole thing. This thing is just beautiful. And I love blue. And so, one moment, please. I mean, you probably all have seen it plenty of times, but I want to be a good floss tuber and show you. So this is the whole piece. Oh, it's so pretty. So very, very pretty. And so I am stitching this. Let me move this over. Oh, I don't know. I don't think I brought the, it's with the called for flosses, but I don't know why my flosses aren't in my bag. It does not matter to me. I don't even know what linen this is. It doesn't matter. It's beautiful linen, whatever it is. It's a beautiful neutral. And this is what I have. So it'll only go to right about here where my finger is. That one right there. So it's on 46 count. It's 46 count something. And of course the weather today, like in February, we had 2 days in the 90s. In February, oh, I'm really worried about this summer. And so it's been in the 70s and 80s for the most part. Haven't had much of a winter at all. But today is the one day that the sun's not out. It's kind of like overcast and misty kind of stuff. I don't know. Anyway, so the lighting's, to say this, I'm just saying that the lighting's not very good. Sorry about that. Okay, anyway, so this is how far I've gotten, and it is just beautiful. When I started working, I just couldn't stop. I think I worked on it for like a week, like just monogamously. Did y'all watch Liz's last Friday night live with Christine of Hollis Hand Creates? And she said, if you're not a monogamous stitcher, does that mean you're a polygamous stitcher? I was like, I think we should have t-shirts made like that. They didn't think it was a very good idea. I don't know why. Okay, anyway. So I'm kind of worried. Where's my floss? I'll have to check. All right, so my next whip. This is another one that I've been working on a lot. When I have worked on a project, this is the one that I've worked on. I should say it that way. This is Sarah Marple. Yes. Northumberland Sampler House. So here's the name. Here's the company. This is the one that I started and worked on when my son was playing tennis. I talked about it in previous floss tubes. And when he got hurt, I just kind of lost my mojo for it. And I told myself now that tennis is back. He's not playing, of course, he graduated. But I wanted to finish it. So, and I'm just using the called for DMCs. Oh, I bet it says on here, 40 count Weeks Dye Works linen. I started in 2021. Kyler's Regional Tennis. So I had the whole border already finished, and I had stitched most of this top zigzag border, but I found a mistake like right about here and had to rip all this out. So I've restitched that and then everything else that you see here. I know some of y'all are gasping because there's a needle there, but it's because I've been working on it. I'm not storing it that way. If I store it, I store it over here in the edge, but oh, isn't it so pretty? I just really, really like it. And letters and words are just so easy to stitch. I like it. And I like color changes. I'm not much for blocks of color so much. I'd rather have the little color changes. It just keeps it interesting. Yep. So I really like that one a lot. My goal is to have it finished this year, so we'll see. We'll see, we'll see. All right. Then my next whip, this one was one that was just I wanted to start it kind of thing. This was my, people kept talking about a leap day start or a leap year start. And I thought, what the heck? I'll do one. Hold on one second. Everything is blooming here and pollen is rampant. All of our wildflowers are blooming. All of our trees are blooming, which is what gets me. So, allergies. So this was, it was a kit through the Facebook group, Homespun Needleworkers. I'll put it right here. It's on Facebook. It's a great, I don't do Facebook. The only reason I do it is for this group. I like the ladies who post there are, well, I don't know if any gentlemen post there. I haven't seen any, but if any gentlemen are posting, I'm sure they're being very nice too. Facebook gets a little, I just don't get on it. People can be awfully mean on Facebook. And so, but this group is great. And they do these exclusives. And you have to be a member of the Facebook group to be able to order from the different shops. And I like that she incorporates different shops and different fabric dyers. And I just think it's great. But look at this. So if you didn't order this, I don't know if it's still available. I don't think so, but it'll be released probably next year maybe. But look at this. Isn't that lovely? I love this little scene over here. I'm not much for Adam and Eve. I know some people love Adam and Eve samplers. I don't know. They don't do much for me. So, but I do like these people over here and this little one down here. Look, aren't they sweet? Oh, if you like Grace Paisley Stitcher, if you go watch hers, she talks about in episode 8 what all the different motifs represent and stuff. She did research. Is great, absolutely great. So made me go back and look at my samplers that I have kitted and look at the different motifs. It was very interesting. Anyway, I digress. So this was my leap day start or leap year start, because apparently you have 4 years to finish it. And this one is big. This one is, where do you say? Oh, 449 by 466. She's a big girl. Not, it's pretty, not too bad stitching. Like there's some space in there. Of course, there's some over one. Down here, we're very stitch heavy. So, oh, isn't it lovely? It's like we should have that music. Isn't she lovely? Am I allowed to do that? I can't sing well. Nobody even knows what song that was probably. So this was, they sent, whoops. Well, if I could get it over there. So this was the thread jewelry that came with it. And then these are just or actually, is this, I think this is a different thread jewelry that I bought. See, now I'm thinking, was this even, I'm pretty sure that was. Yeah, 2024. Okay. Yes, because you also got this little, I showed it in one of my videos. I was second guessing myself. Sorry. This is on 46 count Mason linen sewing box. Medium light, it says. And it's on a big piece, and it was a tiny start. It was just to say I started it. That was all it was. So just a little start. That's it. Yep, that's a little start, isn't it? Enough to know where I am. So very pretty. So this summer I'll work on this one some more. But now I can put it away in my armoire. Okay, let me put you back in here. Uh-oh, I left out that paper. Okay. I think, well, technically 2 more. All right, this was a start I just wanted to do, and I can't remember why I started this one. There was a reason. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at my book. So this is one that I just wanted to make a start on, and this is Dwelling Place by Teresa Kogut. I have loved this one since I first saw it. I just love how it is patriotic without being overtly, not that I mind overtly patriotic. I love anything USA, but I just love this. I just love everything about it. It's so pretty. I don't think this one is very big either. I feel like it's not. Well, I guess that's, you know, relatively speaking. One moment, please. I can tell you. There's a biscornu that goes with it as well. Dwelling Place. Oh, maybe not. 284 by 318. Maybe it's bigger than I thought it was. I just love it. Okay, so this one I'm stitching on 28 counts XJU Designs Marbled Bunny. And I'm using the called for flosses that are looking a little tangled and snarled. I'm glad Brenda's not here. Or Laura's mom, I guess, either. Okay, so this is how far, I just worked on it one day. I'm stitching it 1/1 on 28 count XJU Marbled Bunny. So it's, you can see it's really cute. Oh, it's so sweet. That's how far I've gotten. I love over 1 stitching. I absolutely just adore it. And Grace, Paisley Stitcher, again, she was pulling out projects of things that she was starting or going to start. And every time she did, I was like, oh my gosh, I have that project. Oh my gosh, I should start that project. So Grace and I are having lots of stitch alongs. She doesn't know it, but we're stitching along. But one of the ones that she's working on that made me pull it out was Hoity Toity. This is Long Dog Samplers. And it is like nothing that I normally stitch. But there's something about this that I just love. There's something about it. And this is the one I started. I started over 2. I was doing it over 2. And then I did not like the way it looked. And so this is the one I switched, and I've been showing it for a long time. I don't have a lot done. I just pulled it out, and I've only done a few stitches today. So I'm still at pretty much the same place. So this is 1/1 on, this is just 28 counts from like Hobby Lobby. You'll see where the stitches, I've just done 1. I'm just counting by 10s. I'll go back and fill those in later when I'm filling in all the black around here. So today, all I did was I finished this leaf and I did this right here. I've only been stitching on it for like 30 minutes or so. So I think I'm going to work on this the rest of the day though. It's just so pretty. And it's only going to be this big. That's the side right here. And this one ends, so right about here. What is that? About 10 inches, I guess, when you stitch it over 1. So down here is where I started it 2/2, and I didn't like it. So I really liked it here though. I just love stitching over 1. Absolutely love everything about it. So these are my flosses. Look at that mess. Those are my projects on which I've been working. My whips, if you will. Okay. Oh, photos over here. Now let's talk about my quilting projects. my friend Kippy and I, Kippy, who is the academic stitcher, who has not posted a video in quite a while. Kippy, just going to throw that out there. She gets so much done. Follow her on Instagram. I am very sporadic in my posting. I usually don't think about posting until I'm already in bed. I'm like, no. I forget to take a picture. I forget all sorts of things. It's like Candy, the 614 stitcher. She's very good about, here's where I was before, and she'll post a little picture of where she was. I forget to take those pictures, like before I start stitching, so that people know how far I've gotten. So, sorry about that. I'm a slacker. Anyway, Kippy and I, real good friends, and she is a wonderful quilter as well as cross stitcher. And so whenever I go to Lubbock, she lives in Lubbock, to see my kids, we always get together. And Kippy, I'm coming up. I got to text you. I'm coming up this next weekend, I think. We have been watching my son and daughter-in-law's dog. And I was supposed to go up this last weekend, but we had my grandson a little longer, which was great. And so we still have the dog. I was supposed to take him back this last weekend. So I think I'm going to come up this coming weekend. And we always go shopping. We always hit the quilt shops. It's just so much fun. We have so much in common. We have so much in common. Anyway, wow, this is all sorts of... Okay, so we were talking yesterday on the phone. And I said, I have so many quilting projects. I need to get them finished. And I probably do not have as many. I don't think I have as many quilting projects, whips, and or kitted projects that I do cross-stitching projects, because cross-stitching projects don't take as much space to store. Quilt projects take a lot of space to store. Well, I started another quilt, and I thought to myself, I keep everything in my quilt projects in these like big, thick plastic boxes. They're kind of like the scrapbook boxes that are 12 by 12, but they're super, super deep. And they're more like probably 18 by 18. Anyway. And I can keep everything in there. All the extra fabric, the blocks, everything can go in there. And I started another quilt project, and I thought, oh, I need to get another box. And I thought, no, I don't. I don't need another box. I need to finish something before I start anything else. And so yesterday, that got me started on this. I've got, I was pulling things out. I need to finish this one. I need to finish this one. And you'll find that the planning, I find just as much enjoyment as the actual stitching and sewing. Anyway, so I was talking to Kippy about this, and she said the same thing. She had a lot of projects she needs to get done. And I said, we should, or she said, we should have quilting accountability partners. So she and I are going to be quilting accountability partners. And we are going to set monthly goals for ourselves. And I have to make sure she's going to let me know what her quilt goal is for that month at the end. So at the end of this month, she has to tell me what April's goal is. And I have to tell her what my goal is. And she is making sure that I meet my goal. And if we can meet our goal, I think there's 14 months between now and next July. If we can hit 12 of our 14 goals, then she and I are going to take a trip to Primitive Gatherings and stay at the gathering. She and I have talked about that for a while now, that we would like to go up there. We're going to drive up there. And so that'll get me, that will keep me motivated. So that's what we're going to do. So today, actually, when I get finished videoing this, because I feel like I'm just like rambling about stuff that y'all are like, what are you talking about, woman? When I get off of here, I'm going to start pulling quilt projects, and that's what I'm going to do. I want to get all the ones that I can finish quickly. And like, I have my daughter's that I have to have finished by July, because I have to give it to her wedding quilt. I like to give it to them on their first anniversary, which is another reason I was going to see my son and his new wife, because they just had their anniversary and I had their quilts. Squirrel, sorry, got off topic again. Anyway, setting goals. So that's what I'm going to do today. I have to get my goals set. And I know what my first one is. My first one is to finish this project, which is a class that I took from Kippy. I went to Lubbock, and it's to make this quilt right here. It's called Irish Chain Quilt. And I think this is a double, or is this a triple? I think this is a double Irish chain. I don't remember. Anyway, it's an Irish chain quilt. And so I've been working on, it's just made with 2 blocks. Super genius. So it's this block right here, which is a 25 patch, so 5 by 5. And then it's this block right here. And so when you put them together, now mine's a little different because what's normally the light or the background, mine is red. And then what's the green, which is the print, is my more neutral color right here. And so, and when I went back, it had been so long since I did it, I thought, oh my gosh, I've sewn them all wrong. I've sewn them all wrong. And then it dawned on me. And I was even fixing them. I spent like, I don't know, an hour or so trying to, anyway, they'll be sewn together like this. So I'm working on these blocks right now. And this is all French General fabric. This is a basic. This is their basic red that they sell. They keep in stock all the time. This just came from one of their lines. I'm not sure what it was. It's old, so. All right, so that's one of my quilting projects on which I've worked. Then I belong to Primitive Gatherings wool subscription box. And in the wool subscription box, it comes every other month. So you get it 6 times a year. And there are 2 main projects. One is a 2-year project. So it'll take 2 years to get all the blocks. And that is Fresh Cut Garden. And I think we've had 7 blocks because we had 6 last year, and then we'll have 6 more this year. And so we've had 7 because January was the 7th one. And so I spent all my time and I've prepped all the pieces. So I put the adhesive on the back. I've cut them all out. So they're all pieced. All I have to do is adhere them onto the blocks. I have the first 4 adhered. They're not stitched yet, but they are adhered. And then I have 5, 6, and 7. I have all the pieces prepped now. So I just need to stick them to their blocks. I'm not really worried about getting that done. This is the time-consuming part because it's the stitching down that I had never done before. I love embroidery. My mother does the most amazing work. I mean, anything she does with her hands is just amazing. So I've never been able to do it very well. And people are like, but you can cross stitch. But in cross stitch, you're just following the holes and counting. I love to count. With embroidery, you have to gauge your own stitches to try to get the stitches to be the same, size. Anyway, so in the second project you get, there's something that is just for the year. So it's going to be this comes in every box, but it takes 2 years to get all the blocks. Then there's another project in the box that it will take just 1 year to get all the blocks. And so last year's was this project, which you can now get because this was the 2023. And so every month they would send, for you to do the orange peels. That's what they're called in applique. I don't know if that's what they call them here. It doesn't matter. Anyway, and then 1 month was all of these, I think. And so I actually spent a weekend and got all of them fused. So all of these are fused together. And now I just have the fusible on the edge here so I can fuse it to the mat. And this is the mat that it'll go on. So I have all of these ready, and I have all of the flower parts ready, which are these right here. So now I need to adhere them and stitch them. But I think I'm going to stitch these, the blanket stitch, before I adhere them onto the mat. And so this year, if I had known how easy this was, I would have been doing it every time they came in. But I was a little scared of it. I love wool. I love applique. So I love getting the wool in and looking at it, but I was a little apprehensive. I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it look as good as Lisa Bonjean. So anyway, so this year, the second project are these. Now you don't know, look how crinkled it is. I'm rough on my patterns. So, you don't know what the whole thing's going to look like. Like, we didn't know that this was what it was going to look like. We just kept getting the little orange peel pieces. So we don't know what this is going to look like. But these are the 2 blocks that we got the supplies for. So this year, we're getting these super cute little things. So I took this. I prepped all of this before I went to state team tennis. And while the kids were playing and I could cheer them on, I was doing these. And look, I stitched them. I did the blanket stitch. Now, are they perfect? Absolutely not. But for me, they are, I'm proud of myself because they are finished and it's not too bad. Not too bad. Now, this center one is not finished because I didn't take a color that would work. So, but I did get the rest of it all done. So this one is all stitched down. And then this is the second block. And this one is all stitched down. Isn't it cute? I just love these. And this stitching was not difficult. Again, it's not perfect, but it's still not, I mean, it's not difficult. And I'm thinking I'll become better over time. And so I was just proud of myself for getting that done. So I am up to date on this. See, here's my Baldani I took with me. All right, so you can see I've been doing a lot of wool. It didn't take very long to do all of that. Like, it took just like a couple of days. Those are all of my whips, everything on which I've been working. My Etsy shop I've been working, my other job, and my teaching job. That's about it. All right, I also belong to Primitive Gatherings Cotton Club, which is every other month as well. So they do the wool month on odd number months and the cotton on even number. So we're in March, 3rd month, so we should be getting a wool box this month. I think I'm going to cancel this one because I'm trying to cut down on my spending, which is another reason I haven't bought a lot of haul. I told myself I'm not buying any charts between now and when I go to Ohio because Liz and I are going to go do some shopping. Very excited about this. So anyway, this is what came, well, part of what came in the cotton subscription box. So if you're interested in it, I would sign up for it because it is great. This is the Starburst. They have a quilt that they send you all of the fabric for. It's a yearly project. And so every month you'll get more. And they're doing it with the, this is the new Moda solids. What do they call them? Bella solids. You'll receive 4 fat quarters of Bella solids for a total of 20 different fabrics. You will use these fabrics to make 25 blocks. So it's, I'm not a big solid fan, so I figure this would be a good year to cut back because on this box, to say it's not very expensive. It's not a lot of money, but every little bit helps, right? But I'm not much for solids. I don't mind solids in my quilt with prints, but just a whole quilt of solids, it's not my thing. Like, I'm not into modern quilts. I'm not into any of that. So anyway, I like to have a little bit of pattern going on. So I like this pattern, and I may make a block like this and just in different fabrics, and I'll just put these in my stash because they're good solids. I love this color. In fact, I bought to make some project bags for my shop. I just bought some that was that color. It's really pretty. They also sent us 2-inch triangle papers. So if you've never used triangle paper, it makes it very easy if you're making a whole bunch of triangles. This one, I love this fabric. I don't know if I'll make this pattern, but I'm just going to take it out, I think, and just use this. This is Collections for a Cause etchings. I just bought fabric to make bags for my shop out of this as well, but I would love to make something out of this. It's so pretty. And then you also got this project, which is XOXO Runner, and this one's really cute. And I may make this runner and sell it in my Etsy shop just because I think it's really cute. So that's what came in that box. So that was really haul. I didn't say, hey, this is the haul portion of my... I don't have like dedicated... I know some floss tubers have. We follow the schedule. I just look around my table and pick what's next. So this next purchase was... because of Stacy Nash and one of her releases from Nashville this year. So she does the animal crackers, and up to now I've just been like, yeah, I mean, they're okay, whatever. Okay, the ones she put out this time are so cute. I don't do a lot of I don't do a whole lot of seasonal stitching. I mean, I do Christmas just because it's Christmas, but like people who are like, I can only stitch in the season. I don't stitch specific, spring things or Halloween, or I don't do any of that stuff. And so I don't do cutesy. I always call it cutesy stitching, not to be ugly. But let me tell you, Christine of Hollis Hands Creates on Liz's live Friday it was the cutest thing. She called it tchotchke stitching, where you make all the little smalls. I don't make smalls. I can't find joy in them. I'm trying to, because for me it takes forever for me to finish anything, because I don't do like, little small pin cushion kind of things. If I do, they're for presents and I give them away. I don't have things like that lying around my house. My house isn't really... It doesn't have a lot of space. I know this sounds weird and I can't explain it. Other than right here, which, look, I haven't put up my decorations. I just took down Valentine's. I guess I took it down at the end of February, and I haven't put up my new spring ones. So I just slapped a couple of samplers there that I have finished, just so it wouldn't be bare, but you can see. And I just slapped that up there too. It's fine. I was like, if I don't video it today, I'm not going to have time. Anyway, so I don't have a lot of wall space like Ellen Chester's when she posts like pictures of all of her samplers on her walls. I don't have a wall that has space. Like I have big furniture either there, or I have windows and doors, because I live in an old house and they have 20 doors in every room, it feels like. So I don't have a lot of wall space. I also don't have a lot of furniture that you can set cute little things on. And I'll have to do a house tour one day. I don't have a very fancy house. Some people who do home tours, I'm like, oh, I don't know if anybody would want to see mine. But I don't have a lot of space like to set those things out. And then I live on a ranch, and dust is abundant here. Cattle kick up a lot of dust. We live on a caliche road. My car is always covered in caliche. I mean, I wash it every time I go to town. But so leaving cute little things out, I just feel like all they do is get covered in dust. Wow, that was a big, long ramble. I'm just looking at the time. Sorry about that. Anyway, I'm going to watch. If I watch this back, I'm going to be like, no, I can't post this. Okay, anyway, Stacy Nash. Animal crackers. So I've seen them. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. I didn't really think I'll never stitch one of those. Then she came out with this cute little mouse. Did you see that little mouse? Oh my gosh. That is the cutest thing I've ever seen. And like the thread from the spool is coming up. Well, look what I found on Amazon. Look. Aren't they cute? They are so super cute. Okay, I'm going to figure out, and it has to be after I upload it, because I am the least tech savvy person I will put a link. I mean, you can just, if you just, on Amazon, I got these from Amazon. Finish the sentence, Jennifer. I got these from Amazon. I just typed in old wooden spools. It's the first thing that came up. But I will put a link in the description box below. But it has to be afterwards because I don't know how to do that before. All I know is how to do it one way, and I can't veer from that, or it probably would never get done. So, but look how cute they are. But so this mouse is sitting on a spool like this, and it has thread wrapped around, and it's like coming up through its needle. So I was looking for old wooden spools, and I want to say they were like $24.95 for 6 of them, which you know, that's kind of expensive. But when you're getting 6 of them, you know, that's not a whole lot, so it's not too bad. They are so cute. They are so cute. And anyway, those animal crackers, I did purchase those. I purchased the mouse. I think there were 3 of them. And like, I don't stitch bunny rabbits like Easter. Like, you know, I don't do a lot of like Plum Street, the moon ones, like spring moon, summer moon. I want to stitch all those, but I'm leaving that rabbit off. That rabbit with those ears, and I'm just like, well, just not a... Anyway, but those animal crackers are so cute, and I'm just rambling on. So I'm going to move on. See, this is what happens when you don't film. You just are like, bleh. Very loquacious. Okay, so I also got in the mail... I am a a part of the Threads of History Club. This is from Country Sampler, and this is their 2nd year of it. I don't know if they have any openings. You can call and ask them. This is Mary Napier, and it's 40 count, and it's from the Wishing Thorn. So this is the Threads of History Club. So it's a club, so I'm assuming it'll probably be like a year or so before it's released. Isn't this so cute? Like, I feel like I'm going to have to start this one because I'm trying, remember, to not have more than the 3 drawers full. And right now they are stuffed full. So I'm going to have to do a bunch of starts. So I pulled out all my scarlet letters. I think I'm going to start all of them. Just so they can go in a different, you know, area. Anyway, I love this house. Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. And of course it comes kitted with everything. The dark linen. I love dark linen. I love dark linen, and I love heavily modeled linen. Okay. One more thing to show you. As I said, I enjoy embroidery. And one day I have projects that are embroidery projects. I am going to actually sit down and practice my embroidery stitches. I have a daughter-in-law who is very adept at embroidery. She does beautiful, beautiful work. She's given me gifts before that she's embroidered, and it's just beautiful. For Christmas, I gave her Under the Garden Moon. She offers a book you can make, and it has all the different stitches. And it's like every month she sends you another page. In fact, I was part of it, and I have all of it in a cabinet. I just haven't done it yet. And it comes with videos. It's great. Did I say I was going to put the link to these below? I don't think I ever finished that thought. I'll put the link to these below in an Amazon shop. It's not, I don't have an affiliate, or I don't have an Amazon shop. I'm just going to put a link to Amazon. I will also put a link to Under the Garden Moon, to her embroidery book, because I think it's a wonderful thing to have, and I would like to practice my stitches and learn them, and that would be a great way. Anyway, Missouri Quilt Company came out with an embroidery quilt project, and this I had to order just for the tin alone. Look at this. It's a hexagon. How wonderful is this? And aren't these cute? This is Ingrid's Wildflowers, and this is Oh, Jenny's daughter does it. Natalie. And I think it's Natalie's grandmother or great-grandmother. I think it's her grandmother that just would embroider wildflowers all the time. It's like she would just doodle them and then she would embroider. And she would do it on denim, like old jeans and stuff that she cut up. So anyway, so they have this whole project and it comes with everything you see here. So it comes with all the floss, the hoop, the patterns. This is like ingenious, and I've seen it more now that I've been actually looking. It's like sticky paper. You don't even have to draw it on the paper, on the fabric anymore. You just peel it off, you stick it down, you stitch, and then when you put it in water, it just dissolves. This paper part, the sticky just goes away. So, and then it has like, you know, scissors and needles and whatever. So, but it's really cute inside as well. So this is what it looks like. It still has the plastic in it because of course I haven't started it. So, whoops. I do have some other things that I've ordered, but they're not cross stitch charts, but I just thought about that. I have something else. Okay. So these are like the patterns with all the instructions are on little cards. How cute is this? This is just the cutest thing. This is the, I can go ahead and open it. Oh, see where I bent it. Okay. So then this is the little, so it has a picture, talks about it here. So a threader, the little needle minder. Isn't that cute? So this, and then this is what the quilt looks like. I don't know if I'm going to actually make it like this, but I went ahead and ordered, well, here, let me show you. I mean, I definitely want to do the flowers, but I don't know if I want to do them like this, like such a big space. I'll probably size it down. And so you can also get the quilt box. So this is the box that has all of the fabric in it to make this. Let's see. It says it creates, it's a 50 by 60 quilt. And this is, look, this is her grandmother. That's sweet. So anyway, I got that too. This is going to be it will have to wait till the summer because my kids are very excited at school because it is almost time for sewing projects at school, which is, of course, their favorite time of the year. They love when it's time to start sewing. So April 3rd, whatever Wednesday is, I think it's April 3rd. I'll be taking my class up to, we'll go to Bandera to the quilt shop, and then we'll go to the Tinsmith's wife so they could pick up their supplies. So they're all very excited. Anyway, I think that's it. I'm looking around. Pretty sure that's it. So next time, hopefully, I'll have 2 finishes framed and hopefully some more projects, more whips. So, because it has been a little bit, I'm hoping it's not going to be as long, but you know, I say that and then it is. So let's just say, we'll see. How's that sound? All right. I think that's all I have for today, Flosstube. It's been about 54 minutes. That's not too bad. I thought it was going to be a lot shorter than that. I can talk though. All right. Until next time, Flosstube, be kind to each other. Bye.